right here. So as we can see, we got all of those, but we don't have our check engine light. And it should show like a little engine, and I don't see it right here. But if we kind of shine a light right there, I don't know if you can see that there's a little silhouette of the check engine, but it does not turn on. So we're gonna give it another try. There you go. All right, so we have our instrument cluster wiring diagram right here, and if we look at this right here, let's see what we have. All right, it doesn't show anything about mill light right here, but if we look at our ECM right there, we have a mill light control, and it's a brown and white coming from our computer, and it goes right here, brown and white, number 3, brown and white, going to our connector 13. Alright, so control wire, I'm thinking like ground side control, maybe. So how about we do this? How about we verify that our control side is working? So I'm gonna hook up my scope on a rope right here, and we're gonna go through our PCM side, and then from there we're gonna go inside and make sure that we don't have any cuts. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna see if our scan tool can do our bidirectional, and we're gonna see if we can turn it on and off, and then after that we go inside and verify that our control side from our PCM is working, and then our is going all the way to the actual instrument cluster. So let's check that out. Alright, so when we looked at this on our ECM side right here, that's going to be on our, let's see, X2 connector. And I was looking at the wiring diagram. This is going to be our X2, and we're looking for a brown wire, brown and, let's see, brown and white wire. So alright, this is going to be our brown and white wire that we have here. And let's see if you can catch this. So right now we have our, because what I was reading on this is gonna be a ground side right here. So this is gonna be switching ground. So I'm hooking my test light, one lead to the positive side, and right now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to our scan tool, go to engine management, function test, and output controls. So right now we're just using our bidirectional right here. So there's our mill light right here. We can turn it off and on. Sweet. And let's check this out right here. So essentially, keys on the on position, check engine light should be on. So as you can see, it is working. So we do have a circuit that's working here. Now what we want to know, is it grounding out somewhere over there? First of all, or is it broken? What's going on? I don't know. So here it goes. We're gonna turn it off. All right, let's turn it on, off, on. All right, so we know from our ECM right here, it is working. We do have a signal that's coming out from the ECM, but I don't know if there's a break like over there, what we saw. So I don't know if there's a break somewhere else around the system. So right now what we're going to do, we're going to go into the inside, pull our instrument cluster out, and do the same thing. We're going to pierce our actual wire, and we're going to give it the same test. Alright, cool. So I have my instrument cluster disassembled right here, and what I'm trying to look for is I'm trying to look for a brown wire. So I'm going to see right here, and I have our brown wire right here. And what we're going to do, I'm going to pierce it, barely pierce it. I get some hate from this, but no, I want to test this out. And I have my test light right now hooked up to our bob right there. is on the positive side. So we're gonna do the same test. We'll see what's going on. All right, we do have our test light right there. Now let's get our key. So we have our key right here, and we're gonna look at our cluster and our test light, see if they light up. All right, so we're getting the control coming all the way down to the instrument cluster, but we do not have our light right there. What's going on? Do we have a bad instrument cluster? Are we about to call one? Let me just sit down and think about this, okay? All right. So I kind of had like a duh moment right now. So if our ECM right there is doing the ground side right here, and I just can't believe this was right in my face and I didn't even think about this. I just don't know why, but I would just think that, you know, the dealership would just take off a fuse. So let's look at fuses, because if we have our ground side going to our instrument cluster, we might have something that is not powering it up. So remember, to complete a circuit, you need powers and grounds. So we have our ground side going up to the instrument cluster, going from the ECM to the instrument cluster. So how about we look at this? So the ones I'm looking at right here is going to be our display fuse, airbag ignition fuse, and ECM and TCM fuse. For some weird reason, they didn't even put nothing on here. They just put the numbers on here. But I did go and I was looking at these, and I do have them right here. So display fuse is going to be 22. Airbag ignition fuse is going to be 51, and ECM TCM fuse is 52. So if we start off with number 22, that is going to be, where are you at? Right here. 22. So that looks like it is that one. All right, so let's test out these fuses right here. Make sure that we have them there first. Airbag fuse 51, and that is gonna be all right, let's see. Look at the diagram right here. This is the fuse box. 51 is right here. Look what is missing. A freaking fuse. Let me put a darn fuse in here. I don't think I have these type of fuses, so I'm going to try another one for the meanwhile, and we're going to check this out. Alright, I don't have the mini fuse, so we're just going to try this sucker out. I'm just going to put it in there just for testing purposes. This is going to get me kind of mad. Well, kind of relieved too if this works. And let me make sure that the other one is there too. So ECM TCM, that is going to be 52. So 52 is, all right, so that one is there. Sweet cakes. Now let's go inside. Let's verify if this is working now. All right, here it goes. Moment of truth. Is this going to work? Oh, God. Oh, man. I was literally pulling my hair right here on this one. There you go. So, there you have it. Check your basics right there. All right. So, we do know this. There's a wire that's grounding out on the engine. And we just have a fuse that's bad. Or they just removed the fuse. So, there you go. He bought this from Mom and Pop's dealership. It doesn't even say mill light. I don't know how they freaking found out that they had to remove that one. Wow. All right, so be careful whenever you buy vehicles. Make sure when you buy a vehicle, as you can see, all the lights are on. Even if you don't have a check engine light, it should turn on. Always inspect that. Make sure that that sucker is on, because you might buy a vehicle that doesn't have the check engine light on, but it has a ton of codes. This one didn't have a ton, but you know, and enough where he felt comfortable when he bought it, because he didn't see that little you know, the scary light right there. That's the kukui, how everyone calls them. So there we go. We're just gonna fix up a wire, make sure that we don't have any other torn wires back there, put another fuse. Customer's gonna be happy because he was already scared of this. And on top of that, we might have to change out the motor mount, because I was saying they did replace the motor mount. And honest to God, what I really think that happened on this one is that the engine was moving and it was basically eating the wire away. So there you go. Enough with my rambling. If you do like this video, please throw a big thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to get all the brand new videos coming out from Oz Mechanics.